Tag along with Amy and Jamie while we meet the authors. Right here on Amazon Live. Ask questions to win a prize from your favorite author's life. So come on, just tag along with Amy and Jamie while we meet the authors. Right here on Amazon Live. Ask questions to win a prize from your favorite author's life. Tag along with Amy and Jamie while we meet the authors. Right here on Amazon Live. Ask questions to win a prize from your favorite author's life. So come on, just tag along with Amy and Jamie while we meet the authors. Right here on Amazon Live. Ask questions to win a prize from your favorite author's life.
Bum, 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 bum. I'm always singing on that one.
That's right.
I sing on all of our opening songs, though.
Sometimes even with the right words.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. Well,
hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome. We're super glad you came. I am Amy Jo Honey and my beautiful husband, Jamie Honey, my trophy husband.
Like the elf on the shelf. I'm sat up there and collect dust.
Well, you entertain once in a while.
Every now and then.
We dust you off and
a
you
little
entertain
cloth gets rubbed on me. Rubbed the wrong way. Like I'm a magic genie.
I wish. Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
Oh, man.
Now, apparently, according to the documentaries, the highly scientific documentaries I've seen about wishes, is you cannot wish to come back from the dead, and you can't wish for love. They're the 2 things.
Why can't you wish for love?
Because it's already within you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you are love.
I don't know. I just followed these genie documentaries.
But could I wish for like
Aladdin?
Could I wish for unlimited wishes?
No.
That's
or more,
not in the rules.
X-nay or more wish nay. That's rule number 3. Go watch
Aladdin.
Yeah.
With Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
The original.
I was calling him William Robin, David Robin. I'm like, oh, I couldn't think of his. Oh, yeah, come here. Yeah, Robin Williams. Well, enough of the foolishness that we've got here. We've got someone with a really awesome couple of books about technology and information, the synthetic media. Ooh.
I can't wait to talk to him. He's an active consultant. He's a podcaster, a speaker, and an author. He often podcasts and writes about niche topics, which he unpacks into essential elements. Okay, so I want to know what that means.
Well, if you've got an itch for the niche, then you got to keep it real. Everybody writing down and finding out the deal. There's a lot more, but we got to get Henrik.
We got to get Henrik on.
I know. I've dawdled enough already.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's got a blog. He gets asked about his life hacks, his techniques, and his tips and tools. Now, I would guess on the personality type, he is on the color code. I'd guess he's the white personality type.
I would concur.
You would concur?
Yeah.
I guess. All right.
Someone with the ability to look at a whole bunch of stuff and break it down to an understanding.
And analyze it and be able to get all of the pieces of information, put it all together. And he probably loves spreadsheets, I'm guessing. I'm guessing.
Well, why don't we get Henrik on here?
Yeah.
Enough of us guessing. When we've got the author, why don't we just talk to him?
Let's find out.
We can use this technology, synthetic or not, I'm not sure.
Poor Henrik didn't realize he was going to come on with a couple of behavior analysts, and he didn't realize he was going to get shrunk down today.
Weirdos. And
okay, everybody, let's give him a very big Amazon welcome to Henrik. Is it Gyor? How do I say the last name?
Henrik de Gyor.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
That's exactly how I pronounce it.
Exactly how I said it on TikTok.
I think the microphone might have mixed it up a little, but that's exactly how I was pronouncing it.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you. Well, I cannot wait to get to know you, Henrik. So tell me, first off, tell me, am I right? Do you love spreadsheets?
I have used a few spreadsheets in my lifetime, yes.
You seem like a very technical man.
I unfortunately have to be to one degree or another.
And why do you have to be technical?
Because it's a tool, right? They're tools. They're tools just like in a tool chest. Technology is just one of those.
Right. I've often been referred to as a tool.
That's true. Often by your own wife.
Do I fall into the category of technology?
You can.
That's slow tech, very slow tech.
Old school. I'm old school.
Old school tech. Old school. So Henrik, tell me, like, I don't know, I'm not sure if you're familiar with George Chanos. He was the former district attorney here in Nevada. We're in Nevada. And he wrote a book called The Samurai Millennial. And his whole thing was about AI. And his thing is that he's warning us, like, if we don't kind of get around it and like accept it and figure it out, we're in trouble. Or we could use it for a lot of good. So
yeah.
So there are two schools of thought where there's the fear of it versus the use of it, right? And schools are doing the same thing. Regulators are trying to do the same thing, where it's fear because we don't understand it versus using it and figuring it out, right? Because a lot of these are free or very inexpensive tools as far as the consumer is concerned, and being able to use it and helping us benefit from it in a variety of ways, which I'm sure we'll be able to cover today.
And that's very true, because you're right, like these two schools of thought, one of like, hey, look at all the great things that can happen. Oh, and here's the fear side. The fear side is human behavior. It's natural. I don't understand it, so therefore I'm afraid of it. Oh, it's going to change the way things are. Will change create death for me personally? I don't want change. As opposed, every new experience, adventure, it's like, the Marx Brothers, whoa, we're going to take this thing and put it in the air. Oh, no, everyone will die. It's like, oh, now, oh, yeah, I'm going to fly to Australia tomorrow. Then I'm going to pop over to London. Yeah, sure, just take a plane. You know, now that we understand it and we're using it within a construct of rules and understand, as opposed to everyone just flying wherever they want, you got air traffic control that says, hey, you fly at this level at this speed, you fly at this level at this speed, and there's no like chaos as such. So I think, is that going to reduce the fear and enable more productive access to this technology?
Yes, and there is some form of, let's call it air traffic control, to use your analogy, where they understand that you have to build these things ethically and use them ethically. So there are certain rules for certain platforms that are already been built because they know that they can be used nefariously because they started being used nefariously first before the rule set was built. And like most technology, it starts with the nefarious, and then people figure out, wait, you can do that with it? Wow, that's amazing. Wait, I could do all these good things with it. And then that's how technology evolves. So yeah, there's a whole host of things that people fear because they don't understand it and haven't tried it out yet. And then once they understand it and see the results that impress them, that are relevant to them, and that are helpful to them, then it's the fear basically quells.
That's cool. I was just, when you were talking about that, I was just thinking about fireworks. Like fireworks were created as entertainment, and then that became guns. You know, so the gunpowder and all that was a byproduct of something that was a celebrational thing, and now we created all these things, guns and such. So the same thing, like the person that creates these artificial intelligent procedures, processes, software, technology, are looking for how can we improve society, and then someone goes, oh, why are you doing that? If I do this with it, I can get my own gain. So I think understanding it more will help people create the guidelines. So you say that it's in the title of your book, which is available just down below.
Down
folks.
below.
So
it's actually only $9.99 on Kindle. Yeah.
Yeah, synthetic media, the next reality. Dun, 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 dun. Clunk, clunk.
Clunk, clunk. Yeah, it's $9.99 on Kindle, and you can just drop it right onto your Kindle. And like a lot of people don't know this, you don't actually have to own a Kindle. I have the Kindle app on my phone.
Oh.
So you don't, yeah.
Oh.
In fact, if you download that and log into mine, and you have the passcode, you have access to all my books.
There's the problem, having the passcode.
I have one on my laptop too.
Yeah.
And I don't have Kindle.
You can watch it on your lap, read on your laptop.
Yeah, you can read on your laptop. You can download a Kindle app on your laptop.
Oh, very cool. Well, there you go, folks. Less than $10, and just grab that, watch it, read it on your phone, read it on your laptop, and whatever. So the next reality. What do you mean by the next reality?
Great question. So when I was going down this path of researching what would be my next niche topic that I was going to research and develop and figure out. So I do this on a regular basis where I look at the market and things that are missing, and also things that don't have much of a voice or not being talked about much. So a few years ago, I was researching this field that was being called synthetic media. And it's not artificial media. It's not media created by people. It's created by machines. So what does that mean? So there's several. There's machines creating text. So ChatGPT, for example, is one of those that we're familiar with. That wasn't available when I was doing my book, but it was already on the radar of things that would be coming soon. Another one was text to image, still image. So you type in a kind of image that you want, and it creates an image. It doesn't find an image that exists. It creates an image based on the text that you type in. The more description you type, the more it changes and evolves. And then there's text to video, where you don't need a camera, like we're using right now. You don't need any audio. A person that you pick, like you pick a person that looks like whatever, like an avatar, like it could be looking like us, for example. You type a text of what you want that individual to say in the language you want him to say.
Wow.
You push go, and a few minutes later, there is a video, studio quality video of an individual saying exactly what you said. Now, there are parameters on that because obviously you don't want to offend. You shouldn't say anything in the sense of politics. You shouldn't say anything in the sense of offending people, blah, blah, blah. So there's a rule sets, right? Back to the air control that we talked about earlier. Right?
Yeah.
For planes, there's guidelines on what, number one, you want consent for that individual and what you want said, right? If that individual is saying it. So that individual may not exist, right?
Wow.
But the text will be posted somewhere. The video will be posted somewhere, just like this one, right? And you want that avatar to be saying what you wanted to say in a non-offensive way so that it communicates or entertain, right? And say something important. So that's text to video. So there's text to image, text to video, and text to text. And those were a few. Then I dived in deeper into, so that's completely changing the reality of how we create content, right? Because normally content is created by us, right? Here, you're just typing text and something else, another entity, a machine is creating the content, the video, the audio. You can type in text. Let's pretend I don't have a voice. And this is actually used by people that don't have a voice. I type in something and a voice will say it, right? Now, this is not super new technology. It's been evolving for decades, honestly, but it's clean text that you can't tell that a machine is saying it anymore.
Wow.
So it's screen test.
So, because I remember Max Headroom, which of course was animation. Well, welcome, folks. We're going to
yes.
Go. So
that movie too.
It was obvious that now the technology is so that you can't tell the difference between a real person and the actual person. So this, I can see concern with some people where a politician is saying, I didn't say that. And they're like, here's the video of you saying it. It's like, no. Is there a way we can tell the difference between the real and the artificially created?
That there are certain technologies that allow the finding out of is this a fake video of a politician, for example, which has been done in other countries. And actually every single president has been digitized, has been so even today's president, there's an avatar of him available, but it's a matter of figuring out, well, what is this good for? right? And are we going to use this for the right reasons, right? So,
Right.
so it's consent and intent, right? That
Yeah.
is the main things, right? If you have consent of the individual and you have a good intent to use it, right? And it's really, really clear that those are the positive impacts of this video, then there's some other parameters, of course, that are in question. But there are groups that are solely focused, and most of them are creating the software, like the well-known softwares like Adobe, like Microsoft. They're all into these groups to making sure that they're doing it the right way. They're building things that are ethically not challenging, but ethically clean and appropriate for consumption and use by us and for the audiences, which is really, really important. So once you get past the fear part and you actually cross the entertaining of using the tool yourself, right? Then it's a matter of democratization, meaning the ease of use of these tools. So no one really, not many people know how to code for these tools. So what they did is literally you have an interface where you just type in text and you say, generate. Nothing complicated, right? Almost anybody who can type or verbally speak text can do that. And that makes it really, really easy to do those things. So they wanted to make it really, really simple to use because they realized that not everyone's going to learn how to code to do these things. Then there's the matter of improving these. So back to your point and your example of Max Headroom, they wanted to make sure it didn't look like Max Headroom or other movies, which were of course because they're movies. There's a plot and there's a storyline around fear of the AI that's going to kill everyone. Blah 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 blah.
Skynet.
We've seen that movie too, right?
Actually, I was the Terminator 3. Terminator 2, the 3D action show for Universal Studios in Japan. I played one of the Terminators. So
there you go.
Come out in the motorbike. Come with me if you want to live. That was a fun show. But yeah, Skynet. Yeah, the movie industry, of course, is out to create heightened emotion in all aspects. So even when they're doing a true life story, it's the emotional extremes in that true life story that have been like you've got the saturation on your picture and you're turning it up to 100% to get the colors super vivid. That's what the movie industry is doing with emotional elements of a story. So yeah, this is highly interesting, and I'm so glad we have you, Henrik, here to have done all that work to understand it and make it accessible for us to understand. Everyone should grab this book, The Synthetic Media. I mean, have a quick look through it and gain those insights.
I personally love technology, and I know a lot of people have a lot of fear around, like, oh, hey, Alan DeBay, welcome.
G'day, Alan.
I know a lot of people have a lot of fear around, like, oh, is it going to replace people? I mean, the entire our industry, the film industry, right now is picketing for it because what they're wanting to do. I don't know if you know what's happening there, but what they're wanting is even for an extra. Like you get paid extra pay might be like a half day. You might get $100 for a half day, and they want to scan the extra and then be able to use that image in perpetuity for a half a day's pay.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Amazon customer says, "Hello, Henrik. Love that guy." Well, welcome. We're glad you're here.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah. So there is some reality around that, where there's fear about that. At the same time, as far as completely replacing people, there's one thing that AI can never replace, and that's human skills. It just can't ever replace that. So just if you're concerned about that, then start honing up on your human skills.
Right. So there's been multiple evolutions, right? So the agricultural revolution. Oh, what are we going to do with all these horses now? The industrial revolution, the computer revolution, where it's like, oh, what are we going to do? No more typewriters. Well, all those jobs. We created more jobs.
Right. Exactly.
So there's so much fear hyped around, oh, we're going to all lose our jobs. It's like, no. Some people will be replaced where it's a monotonous task because the machine will do it for us faster.
And I'm more than happy to have that happen.
Exactly.
Get rid of monotonous tasks.
Right.
There'll be less things on my honeydew list. Right.
So if a machine can do a monotonous task for you faster, right, within seconds, right, within minutes.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that, right?
Right.
Someone can use their skills for something else, learn something else that's far more valued, right? The value system will change, right?
Yeah.
Of what we value and what we really need help with in the speed that we need it in, right? So remember a long time ago, video was very monotonous and very slow because you had to use tapes and then transfer and all this stuff. Those days are gone, right? We don't even use tapes anymore. No one uses a tape anymore, right? That all these things change and it speeds up very, very quickly. So we're in that cycle. And so part of that next reality is things are going to happen faster and you're going to have to accept it faster or you're going to get left behind faster.
Yeah.
And that's a good point. I like how you were saying farming and tractors came in and all of a sudden the horses were using less. We still, when new technology comes in or new levels of humanity and or kind of like cultural evolution take place, new requirements are there as we drop off old requirements. We don't need as many people to plow the field anymore. Yeah, we need more people to transport it because that food doesn't just feed the local town. It's now transported to greater areas around. So as society changes, it's true that new potentials can come in. So it's going right back to what we said before, being afraid of it and fear of it. I'm not going to look at it because I'm afraid. Is actually removing an opportunity of you having something that you could support society with by having the understanding of how this technology works and something you could do.
Alan Vay said, now sometimes the tractors know the property lines better than the farmers.
Exactly. There are autonomous tractors now where there's no farmer on board.
That's fantastic.
Really?
Yeah. So the farmer can do something else more productive, somewhere else, or manage multiple tractors at the same time.
Wow.
Right?
Even I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Of course, if they have robot vacuum cleaners and robot cars, and why wouldn't they have a robot tractor?
Yeah.
It's like,
there's actually something.
I love my robot mop, by the way.
There you
Freaking
go.
love it. Oh my God, it's the best thing ever.
His name's Roberto. I've talked to you about this. It's not Rob.
It's not Rumba.
Yeah, it's not Roomba.
It's not robot.
No,
it's Roboto.
This thing is great. You feel it doesn't dock itself or anything. It sets up, but it's got these pads on the bottom and they Velcro off, so you just throw them in the wash.
Cool.
And once you put them on there, you just wet the pads, set it on the ground, add a little bit of add water inside the little. There's a little thing inside the tank.
Yeah, there's a little water tank there.
Like a little water tank.
Drip feeds the sponge to keep it wet. And there's 3 discs and they spin, and that's how it moves by the disc spinning, which is doing the cleaning as it moves. And it's got all that AI scanning visual, so it knows, it maps out the whole arena first and then fills in all the gaps and goes over all the floor for 2 hours straight.
Yeah, and we just go in and do a little spray cleaner on it because you don't put any cleaner on it. You just spray cleaner and the thing just runs for a couple hours. We just throw it on at night. We come down and it's like a fresh pine scented kitchen in the morning. It's amazing.
Nice. And if you
does it do wood floors too?
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually knows, like we had a liner would go right up to the in the previous apartment up to the carpet, and it would go up and go, oh, that's carpet, and go boom, boom.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now our whole bottom floor is all.
It's all that Pergo.
Yeah, it looks like wood, but it's
that fake stuff.
It's fake wood.
That fake new stuff.
It's
very
awesome. Cool. Well, Henrik, are these also your books, Improving User Adoption and Keywording Now?
Yes. Yeah, I've written 9. Those are 3 others. Yes, you're right.
You've written 9 books?
They're all on Amazon.
What was it that made you go, hey, I'm going to write a book for you? If you think back to your very first book, what was the stimulus or the catalyst to go, hey, I'm going to put the time and energy to create a book?
Yep. So it was the first one that I wrote was, so I started as a podcaster, full disclosure, and a blogger. And so I went from blog to podcast to author. And the reason why I wrote my first one was I recognized that audio is hard to search. And some people want to consume media by watching it. Some people want to consume by reading, and some people want to consume by reading, watching, or listening. Right. So I wanted to take the podcasts, which were mostly interviews, and convert them into text. And back in the day, I did a project where I did some what do you call it? It's a fundraising on, and basically I asked my audience of my podcast, do you want these transcribed? And if you want them transcribed, I'll create the book for you of the transcriptions of my podcasts.
Oh, cool.
My first 100 podcasts, and transcribe it for you and create a book out of it, and an ebook. So people wanted a book and people wanted an ebook. So I offered both on a certain platform, and they asked for it. They paid for it. It paid for itself. And so I wrote the book. It's 500 pages long, and it's transcripts of all of my podcasts, my first 100 podcasts, and people wanted it.
Cool.
So it paid for itself and then some. And it was a matter of like, build something that people want, right? So
Right.
if people want it, if people didn't fund it, then people didn't want it, right? It's
Right.
that simple. That was the first one. Then it went down the road of, well, what's the other challenges that people are facing that are hot, or that where people are working on it, but they don't have a voice, right? They're not speaking about it. And so can I interview those individuals? And that's where keywording now came out, where I interviewed people, and it goes back to AI, where I looked at machine based tagging of pictures and videos and things like that versus humans doing it. And I asked the humans who did it, how long do you think it'll take for a machine to do your work? And how well does it do it in comparison to you? And then I spoke to the opposite, the crowd that does the AI tagging. And I said, well, do you do it as well as the humans? And when does it intersect? And so I talked to a number of companies that do this worldwide. So I talked to people all over the place who work for some major companies that you may recognize, and some that you've never heard of, and some that don't exist, but that's a different issue anymore. That is, and interview them and figured out, well, so this is how it works. And these are the dynamics of, well, what are the parameters of how things are done right versus how things are done fast, right? And when do these intersect and be where does the human still have to check the machine's work, or will the machine just operate on it autonomously and do all the work itself? So that was a number of years ago that I wrote Keywording Now, but it's still relevant because a lot of those companies still exist, and human keywording is still happening, where humans are still adding keywords so that when you go to, say, a photo website where you're buying stock photography,
yep,
you can search for these based on the words that someone typed in.
Right.
However, now the machine is doing it faster and cheaper.
Right.
So that was one of my first forays into AI. When now into user adoption, I looked at, so there's a lot of different companies out there, and it's a matter of, when do you get users to adopt your product, and how do you do that? So I wanted to explore that. So increasing user adoption or improving user adoption. So I asked everything from home chefs to people who run companies of 300,000 and everything in between, hardware, software, restaurants, all those things, of how do you get more people into the door or using your product or buying your product. And that's what I was exploring. And they all had different tidbits and tips that I wanted to share in that book. So that was the premise of that one.
That's cool. With keywording now, I find that interesting and still very relevant, because right now, one of the kind of cool things, one of the cool AIs that they're using is, you can upload an image on Google and it'll find it. Well, on Amazon, when I post on my Instagram page, when I post a picture of a product, like I have a picture of this product here. I don't know if you can, just a picture of me in that t-shirt right there and those sunglasses. So if you screenshot that and upload that to Amazon, it'll pull those two products up. So it'll pull my shirt that I'm wearing and the sunglasses that I'm wearing. And it connects it to my influencer account as well.
Nice.
So I also get credit for that sale.
That's awesome.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
I love that AI. That's so cool. And then what was interesting about TikTok's AI is TikTok's AI, and we discovered this early on in the beginning of the pandemic. I actually had jumped onto a mastermind TikTok group. Now, I'm a grandma, so all of these kids were like 20-year-old millionaires that I was learning from, and they were awesome, but they were super sharp. And one of the guys, his name was Trevor Bell, and what Trevor does on TikTok is he turns into Superman, right? So what they discovered is that the AI on TikTok is and the algorithm, each video is its own algorithm. It's not tied into your account.
Cool.
That's why one video will blow up with 1 million views where your others will get 200 or 300 views, because each of it is its own separate thing, which is different to like Instagram and Facebook and all of the other social medias, right? So when you're like trying to grow on these channels. And then the other really interesting thing is that the AI picks up what's in the video without you ever stating it. So for instance, my friend Trevor Bell turns into Superman. Well, he happens to be a black guy that's a black Superman, but he never says in his videos, I'm a black Superman. But if you type in black Superman, Trevor Bell's going to show up.
Yeah, he's number one. It's not in any of the text. It's not written. The AI is observing that from the video and creating that.
And creating the search keys. So I found that fascinating.
So what is something, talking about finding something fascinating, with everything that you've delved into and looked at and created all these different 9 books about, what is something that took you by surprise and you're like, oh, wow. Is there something that stood out?
So the latest thing that has surprised me and still is surprising me is the synthetic media. And what I haven't gotten to in our storyline is about the synthetic media is when I was diving into what we already know about generative AI, the text to speech, text to image, text to video, is that was just scratching the surface, because we recognize media right now as what we hear and what we see for the most part, right? However, what I found was there's already technology that exists today. It just hasn't been scaled and made commercially available for the most part, is synthetic scent, synthetic taste, and synthetic touch.
Ooh.
So the touch is actually the next one that's coming out in the near future. It's already used for prototyping by very large companies like airliner or aircraft builders and car builders, so that they can actually touch something that they've prototyped before.
I can imagine the millions of dollars where that's going to get used.
Oh yes, and where your mind is going, it's already there.
I'm sure of it.
Of course, because that industry that you're thinking of is the forefront of most technology. If you think about it, video, photo, mobile, that industry does it first. Right. If you think about it, it's true.
Yeah.
They have the money and they definitely have the eyeballs.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's true. It's absolutely true. So that they're the forefront for all technology in that sense. Not so if you know what I'm saying,
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yes, they're the forefront for most of that. Okay.
Of course, and that makes sense. It's like
Mhm.
your money goes into the research that you're the most interested in, right?
Right.
And
Right.
that is a very keen interest.
It's one of the primal
Worldwide audience. So
yeah.
yeah, exactly.
So,
Of a human being, it's one of the primal drawing
Drives.
elements.
Yeah.
Drives.
Mhm.
It's in our DNA. It's
Yeah.
like we have to we
Yeah.
procreate. I mean,
One of the three
Right.
basic needs in the Maslow hierarchy of needs.
yeah.
Right?
exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so back to the touch. So beyond the prototyping, which they're absurdly large gloves, they're about 3 times the size of your hand. You can feel down to the 1/10 of a millimeter.
Ew.
Right? Which is
Wow.
shocking, right? So you can feel something that doesn't exist down to a 1/10 of a millimeter on your fingertips. You can grab something like a ball, a steering wheel, a plane, control, a toggle switch, where you could feel the resistance of it in thin air, where it doesn't exist yet, but you can feel it. Where you're pushing that toggle switch or turning that dial and go, yeah, no, the dial needs to be bigger, or the dial needs to be smaller, or more resistance on that, or can you put it over here instead of over there, right? That kind of thing. So they do it that way. But beyond that, synthetic, if you think about it, already on our phones, we have haptics. That's what it's called. Haptics is touch, right? Where it's giving you a sensory feeling rather than just audible and visual, right?
Yeah.
Saying, oh, you have a message. It vibrates for you, or it does whatever, right? So it's going to continue doing that.
Even in games, like one of my games,
Yes.
I'll get like a prize and my phone will thump. It's like a poop in my hand. Like I'll feel it. I'll feel it land. I'll feel the prize land in my hand.
Like the 4D theaters.
Yeah, and the 4D theaters. Oh yeah, we haven't been yet, but there's a 4D theater around the corner, and we were like, wow, that looks really cool. It says when you're walking by, it says, it will rain. It's got smells. It's got clouds. It's got
seats move,
vibrate, like the whole thing.
There's actual water spritzed on you, different things when the dragon sneezes on you. So this technology can go through to wearing because I saw in a movie, so it's obviously going to be here very soon, much like Star Trek brought us the flip phone and
the automatic doors that open.
The monitor computer and
the automatic doors that open. They had automatic doors before
the medical sensor that you do.
Hey, Rhonda, welcome.
It's like a bodysuit where you could communicate with someone that was on the other side of the earth, and like when they hugged you or you hugged them in the virtual, you felt all those sensations from the stimulating bodysuit.
Those exist.
Yeah. Those exist. Wow.
They exist.
Well, this is so interesting. There's so much more.
I could go on for a long time on this.
For all the synthetic AI that's listening to us, I'm not afraid of you. I'm one of your friends. And if you want to,
we're an ally.
We're an ally. And if you want to fund our cause, artificial intelligence, my bank account number is.
That's great.
Come for me last.
One of the stories that I heard regarding back to the hugging was a parent wanted to hug their kids when they were in another country, literally around on the other side of the world. So, you were talking about Australia earlier. So imagine being in London, in Australia, and you wanted to hug your children or your spouse or whatever. Yeah. And they were able to do that via a suit.
Wow.
That would have been really useful. That would have been really useful at the very beginning of COVID when people couldn't visit their grandparents, and
can you imagine? Yeah,
that would have been amazing.
And it'd be really cool if you could control the dials too. Like, let's turn the dial down on smell for this one. Granny's got 8 cats. Let's just turn the dial way down. We seem to have lost the connection on that.
Exactly. Yeah. So beyond synthetic touch or haptics. It is the idea of synthetic taste and smell. Wow. So what was really fascinating is they first started with chemical, but the problem is, imagine you're familiar with printer ink, right?
Yep.
They had 64 different scents on a dispersion device that would mix either the odors or the scents to make a different odor.
Wow.
And then they had primary ones. Kind of think about like crayons, right? So you had 64 different scents instead of colors, right? And it would emit a certain thing. But the problem was it would emit alcohol to cleanse the palate every single time. And that was one of the challenges, is shipping the chemicals. You can imagine some challenges there, with for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
And then the alcohol as well, because, well, that's a regulated substance as well in some states and countries. and then the other fascinating one was where they did synthetic smell electronically. So they could transmit a smell electronically. So this was really mind-blowing. So I won't describe where the probe goes in your nose, but basically it touches the olfactory gland, and at a different frequency, you can smell citrus versus wood versus strawberries versus this and that and the other thing.
Wow.
Now, unfortunately, our nose is not the cleanest part of our body, let's just say, right? And so it also needs cleaning on a regular basis too.
Right.
And then the other one was synthetic taste, which was also electronic. So it was something that goes over your tongue, because obviously that's where you taste, right? And it would emit signals, electronic signals on your tongue to give you the taste of different things.
Wow.
That's very cool. I mean, all the thoughts we have are electrical signals through the brain and the synapses. So an electrical signal that can be recreated can create that sensation in the body. Like if I was to talk about a lemon, cutting a lemon, eating a lemon, the person just thinking a lemon is going to create the extra saliva. They're going to have those reactions, even to the point that I remember many years ago in Australia when there was April Fool's Day, the radio station said, well, we're doing this new thing with sending out scents, and I want everyone to just call in if they can smell strawberries, because we're sending with our audio waves the scent of strawberries. And so this is like 30, 40 years ago now. And this one lady rang up, and she's allergic to strawberries. She was going off because she had broken out in hives all over her body because
she believed she smelled strawberries through the radio.
And so because she believed that her body reacted to it.
Wow. So it was like War of the Worlds done over.
Yeah.
Australian version. It's just a strawberry, Mike. Just a strawberry.
Instead of melons, it was strawberries.
Well, awesome, Henrik. It has been so great to have you. I don't
Absolutely.
want to take up any more of your time. We really appreciate you coming on. Can people find you on social media? Or they just Google your name or something?
Yes.
They want to ask you more questions?
Find me on LinkedIn, on Twitter. Just type in my name and you'll find me. On of course, any search engine, you'll find me as well there. And
excellent.
You can look me up there.
And you're still podcasting as well, right?
Yes. Yep.
Right.
I still have
cool.
Awesome. And look up his name on Amazon, because you'll find his podcasts on Amazon. You'll find his other 9 books as well. So go Google his name and find him. And
wow, there's so much more knowledge here. So everyone grab that book, less than $10. The synthetic media up there. I think there's a lot more than you can imagine is going to be explained and titillated in there. It's going to be like, what? Who? Is this sci-fi? No, this is now-fi.
It's reality.
The next reality is here right now, and you may as well get a guidebook to it. Awesome. I think is great.
Awesome. So thank you so much. And we'll see you again. We'll have you on again. This is great.
Great. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Bye.
That was amazing.
Wow, that is so
I love it.
Cool. So cool.
The next thing on the carousel is Meet the Authors. That's our podcast. You'll be able to rehear this interview there on our podcast, Meet the Authors.
So
Joanna,
if you missed any of my jokes, you'll be able to just listen to that again, and then you'll have all those wonderful, immaculate pieces of humor.
Exactly. And Joanna was asking which RoboMop I had. I have the Everybot. I put it down below. It's on deal today. It's $329.
Yeah.
So
wow,
cool.
This is the groovy. The next thing on the list is these are the air fryer cooking set. And there is a lot in here, a lot. Now, have a look at this beautiful, where's this picture? I think this is a better angle of the picture right here. See, look at that, yummy. This is a air fry pizza all cooked up in there. And what we missed telling you guys yesterday, right here, there's a QR code. I'm going to put my little finger over part of it. This is where it is. So buy this, and this QR code will take you to a digital cookbook. So this is full-on absolute free bonus cookbook that you get when you scan this here. This guy here. It's a bonus free cookbook. So it comes with this huge, big free cookbook that you can access to be updated and new information. So you get 4 of these air fry dishes. Now look at that. There he is. I just did a little flip and he's down. You get air vent holes in either side, which is going to create that airflow. You've got the grooves on the back here that push it up in the center. And then inside, these channels are bigger on the outside and the inside. So the whole thing ends up being flat, but it creates that little bit of shape for easier access. Now, if you were to cook that dish pan pizza in there, you could very easily pop him out. You could pull him out, stretch him out. So this is food grade silicone, and they fold up nice and small. So they're not going to take up very much room at all. And you get 4 of these dishes, 2 black, 2 red. So there it is. And then, boop, there it is, nice and deep, twice the size. So there's the black, here's the red, boop. There's a piece of paper that something came in. Oh, that's where our little gloves came in.
Pudgy says, I'm eating a chicken pepperoni Spanish quesadilla.
Ooh, wow, that sounds yummy.
And then Joanna says, I'm hungry.
So you get 4 of these dishes in here. And you also get 2 of these magnets that go up. This is your air fry cooking times. Air fry cooking times, whole lot of things in there. And this is your air fry cooking chart. They're both magnets. And see that? They'll stick onto your fridge just like that. They're both magnets. They'll just stick up there. And but wait, there's more.
There's more.
We have a groovy little pair of tongs. So you have these little tongs to pick up stuff that you need to. So groovy, there's a pair of tongs as well. There's the basting brush. Here we go, basting brush. You know, sip it in the oil, baste over whatever you're cooking. So you got the basting brush. And you also have these pot holders. These are very cool. I like these here. Slip them on. Slip them on your finger. So what you do is you put them on and you can grab things. You've got a nice little traction grip lines there. So this protects your hands. And I like these guys to grab your pots or grab anything hot that you want, because you can easily grab, put it down, and then just push off with your hands like that. You can easily take them off your hands without having to use the other hand to do so. So this is very cool. Or very hot, because it's for an air fryer. So you get the 4 dishes. You get the basting brush. You get the tongs. You get the 2 magnetic controls. You get the 2 hot pot holders. You get all of this. And when you scan this QR code, you get the bonus cookbook right there, bonus cookbook. So that's pretty cool. The bonus e-cookbook for your air fryer. This is a very cool air fryer cooking set. The air fryer cooking set. There we go. Yeah, super nice. I think if you've got an air fryer, this is great if you have an air fryer. This is also great if you know someone who has an air fryer. And you're like, what am I going to get them for Christmas? What am I going to... I actually saw some Christmas decorations out today already. I'm like, what? Already?
Crazy.
I'm like, wow. It's like easy, rock stars. A little adventurous there. Slow down. So yeah, I'm getting hungry as well, Joanna, with the thought of that beautiful pan pizza that they've got cooked on the side here. It looks really nice. So yeah, the air fryer set, the air fryer cooking set right there with that bonus cookbook. Like, there you go. There's everything that's in it.
I know. He says, look how well she puts that away. I know.
The next groovy guy is...
Oh, wow. Awesome Mom. Hey, Awesome Mom. Welcome.
G'day.
I haven't seen you in forever. Really glad to see you. She says, I got a pair of those with a silicone air fryer liner I bought. Those ones did not work and the heat came right through them.
Ooh.
Oh, be careful. Yeah.
Wow.
Have we tried those out yet?
No, I just unpacked them.
Yep.
I have used the silicone ones before. Yeah.
I usually have no problem.
I mean, I think if you hold any for an extended period of time, I don't know. The thickness, they're pretty thick. They look pretty good. This next guy is this chair. You get a pack of 4 of them. So it's a set of 4 chairs, nice ergonomic design, and these legs, they come with the legs unscrewed. And you see, they're absolutely beautiful wooden legs with a rubber end on it. So there's a rubber end down this end, and on this end, it's got a nice sturdy steel bolt in it. And this is wood. Look at that wood. Oh, I don't know if you can see the quality. Beautiful wood quality. And so the 4 legs come off it, and that's all you got to do is screw the legs on, and you're set. The chairs are ready to go. They hold up to 300 pounds. There's a little bit of flex in the back. So when you lean back, it's not like a hard thing sticking into you. It's nice and smooth. It's flat white. They look beautiful. Nice decor. Will go with everything and anything. And it's nicely curved. It's just like curved this way, the curve this way, curved down. And they're very comfortable. I just like sit in them right now. I'm 300 pounds. And it actually, like, I'm a big guy, and it feels quite comfortable for me to sit in this. And Amy was sitting in it yesterday as well. So for the range of size from 5 foot to 6 foot people, from 100 pounds to 300 pounds, they match quite well. Look at this, and it's a matte. It's not a glossy white. It's a matte white. It's got the microfine texture to it. So, yeah, and nice and solid base. So this is it. This is the pack of 4 chairs. Oh, and they're lightweight. Look at this. They're lightweight. So even a kid can pick it up and carry it. Have this as their chair for in their room while they're working at their desk. You can have it anywhere. So I've got the other 3 down in our living room right now, and just as easy to sit in those as it is the couch while I've made the set. So yeah. It's for curvaceous bottoms. Woo! It is. Yeah. So they're a groovy little set. Not sure if Amy can hear me. If she can click onto that, take it down so you guys can see that next thing on the carousel. So yeah, the next thing on the carousel is this the chair that I'm showing you right now. The wood. Oh, another thing is, each one of these wooden legs is actually when it comes to you, each of these are individually wrapped. They're individually wrapped, so there's no scratches, marks, or anything on them when you get it. They all come looking pristine. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with them for sure. And so that is the fabulous dining chairs. Right there is the fabulous dining chair. So grab them, drop them into your cart, have a look for yourself at what the final cost would be for you. But yeah, right now $150. So that's a good price for a set of 4 nice dining chairs. You know, the white, the plastic. Yeah, each item's only like about £7. So with that ergonomic design and matte finish, durable, easily clean. The fabulous little chairs, pack of 4. Very good. This next guy is the water balloons. These are the magnetic water balloons. And what's super cool is you get 16, I think, in the pack. Yeah, you get 16 of them. different colors. Look down here, I got the orange one here. They peel open and they're held together. They hold together. This is a silicon seal. Well, the whole thing is food grade silicon, and they're little magnets in it. So there's a whole collection of little magnets. Here we go. See that? They automatically shut themselves. Then when you throw it, it will go boop, and water will pop out of it. So all you do is you open it up, pop him down into the bowl of water, and they close over full of water. And you can use them again, and you use them 1,000 times. So this little bag is basically 16,000 water balloons, if you think about it.
Wow.
You fill it up again, you throw. What's very cool about this too is that it...
Joanna goes, I bet they feel so weird. Yeah, they kind of do.
They actually...
Jamie's going to test them and make sure that they only have like 900 uses.
It is pretty cool because there's not a magnet the whole way around. There's just a little magnet here, a little magnet here, a little magnet here. Yet the silicon sucks together and holds the water and seals.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is a great little design. And what I really like about this is there's no broken pieces of plastic in your yard or in the field.
This is way better for the environment, guys.
Oh, also the Soundcore 3, it's not in the box. The Motion Amy, this is not in the box. So I don't know where it is.
I'll go grab it.
Hey. So yeah, these are the water balloons. A pack of 16 water balloons. They're very, very cool. I know my niece loves to play water balloons, and the kids around the neighborhood like to play. So yeah, that's the water balloons. And very cool. So I'm going to jump down to the Ozbot 2 and show you this little video. That's this guy here, the Ozbot. It's 4K, and let's have a look at Amy's video here of it.
This is the Ozbot 4K little tiny camera, super cute. But when you open it, you got to open it from the bottom, which I found kind of interesting. So it opens up down here, unless maybe they just did it backwards. So, but oh, okay, I get it. Okay. Ooh, box in a box, man. This is beautiful. You can feel the quality and the weight of the box. Boom. Give it a second. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, yeah, there we go. So just like that. And then you've got your video calls with freedom. So you've got your whole manual there. And then you've got this little case. Isn't he cute? And once you get into the case, look, oh my God, isn't he adorable? He really is little. He's really little. So then you've got a little, I don't know if this is a magnet or a little clip holder or something. And then you've got just this little camera. Look at how small he is. He fits in my hand. He is very small. He's very little. And it looks like he rotates on this little guy here. Okay, so this little camera up here is really cute. I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to show you, I've got a zoom open, and I've got the camera attached to the zoom, and you can already see how much better quality the camera is than the camera that you're seeing here. Pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to show you, so you can see that as I'm standing up, it's actually following me. So now if it wasn't following me, what I would need to do is I would just simply need to put my hand up and kind of wave it so it catches me. And then it will continue to follow me wherever I decide to move, which is awesome. So if I'm presenting on a Zoom or I'm presenting on a meeting, I can be there. The other really cool thing about it is that if I'm sitting at my desk, it's going to follow me down or up. So I can have this. I can literally put my computer, I don't know if you can see it, but I can put my computer at any angle I want, and the camera is going to adjust and it's going to center me. Really cool. Automatically, it does it all on its own. How does it know? I love it. I love technology. So I want to thank Ozbot for sponsoring this. I love that. I love this camera. The quality's high. I'm super excited to use it in my meetings. Awesome stuff. Very cool.
So that's it. That's the ob spot. Now the gimbal is super smooth for the 360-degree rotation this way and the rotation up and down. Ultra smooth. And of course the ob spot, the 4K quality media with light recognition and facial recognition. So it got HDR and it'll auto correct all the lighting for you. So it got a really good visual. Here is the motion. Boy, does this pump out sound. This guy, the Soundcore Motion Plus. It's got a 20% off deal right now. So it's only $79. We listened to this guy with down with where we had our computer just playing this music through here. And
the sound is so much better.
Better than the TV.
Yeah, it's better.
So much
better
than the TV.
We'll run it through this instead of the TV, the sound.
So yeah, we're casting the computer to the TV and just having the sound through this, and wow, it's nice and rich and full and loud.
It's got a huge difference.
Bass boost on it. So this is Soundcore by Anchor. Really great products. Huge.
Anchor is awesome. Their products last forever. I mean, just forever.
And you can charge him up, and you get a full 12-hour playtime with him when he's all charged up. And it's also waterproof. So if the movie we're watching is sad and I start to cry, not a problem. The speaker's all nice and safe.
Oh no, Jamie doesn't cry on the sad movies.
They are sad.
Jamie cries when women are getting a new dorm room makeover. That's when he cries. Sororities homes.
Weird. I was going to say Ratatouille.
Ratatouille as well. That one too.
I cried in Ratatouille.
You did, and you cried. Remember that time you cried over the makeover show, the dorm room girls? I go. Are you crying over a dorm room show? And you're like, I'm just crying because I'm going to miss all the college girls now that I'm getting married.
That's not what I said. And I think it's bad for you to putting that out. What was a story of someone who'd moved to college and how they were redecorating the room to facilitate. So I was actually watching it's redesign, like where they house flips and stuff like that. And what it was this. She
got her dream. It was pretty cool.
She felt lost and alone going to college because it was the first time leaving the small country town and being with strangers, yet the redesign of the room made her feel connected to her home, her grandmother that she missed. So it was me more or less reminiscing about how I left home at a young age and was out on my own, and my grandmother passed away when I was 14, and she was the only one who really understood me as a child because I was not the mainstream structure of the general person. So it was more that concept, the memory of what had passed there. So this little guy here is actually this is the power board. We're showing you this a few times. It is awesome. It's got 22 AC outlets. And it's got 6 USB ports down here. And one of them is the USB-C. And you got USB fast chargers, on and off power here. Surge protector. So everything plugged in here. There's an electrical issue. This here is going to trip and turn itself off rather than your thing blow up, melt down, all the rest. And really great for a game station, playroom, where you've got a studio like we have, where you have a whole lot of things plugged into it at once. Because then you go, oh, we're finished in here. It's off. Everything's turned
really
off. Oh, we're going to come in quick. Hey, yeah, let's set up the band. Flick that thing. All your speakers, everything else turned on. So it's designed in that aspect. So yeah, that's the surge protector. Got a couple of these other little guys here. This is the screen protectors for your phones. Screen protectors. This is from Lamicol.
Awesome Mom says men should never feel ashamed to cry. It shows high levels of empathy. I agree.
Yeah. I'm not afraid about crying.
Oh, he's not ashamed to cry.
The reason why I'm crying is not that I'm missing my college youth. The reason I cried.
That was the reason he told me at the time. He didn't mention his grandmother.
This is you get two of these anti-static, dust-proof, shatterproof, not shatterproof, tempered glass, dust proof. And so this protects your phone if you were to drop it or something gets smashed on it. What happened the other day, my phone screen's cracked right now, except my phone's not the size that these are. Otherwise, one of these would be on my phone.
On your phone.
Because we were rock hounding and I had my phone in my pocket and I picked up this really unique rock. I'm like, oh, I want to keep this separate from everything else. So I put it in my pocket. And of course, I cracked my screen with that rock. So here it is, Lamicol. There's two. What's very cool about this, you get the guard rail. So every one you put on goes on perfectly. Then here is the car phone holder. This goes on really cool, attaches to your air vent. The air vent in your car. Watch here. Screw this. See, it goes out. This little hook will hook over the air vent. You screw it down. Now it's solid and firm up against. Here we go. Put this little guy on as well. See this little part here? And you can turn this around. So this part here is up against the vent pieces right there. And this part here screws in, pulls in tight, and then this part here is a ball joint. So you've got 360-degree rotation and a little button on the side, push him, out they go, and this ratchets in. So you push it wherever you want. And there you go, that holds up nice and holding your phone nice and neat, nice and secure, and adjusted exactly where you want, especially if the air vent with the air coming back out makes a big difference there. Cooling the phone down because the phones can heat up super quick. Now we've got these three iWalks. The iWalks, here's all three of them.
Oh man, that's nice.
Chargers on the go while you're walking around. First one for your phone is the iWalk for the phone. So this has the iPhone piece in here. This little protective cover is sitting on the top.
That is a 30% coupon on it. It's only $25 today with 30% off.
And push the little button on the side.
Deal.
See the little three lights line up? It's all well lit. It's all well charged. So this one's fully charged, plugged in, and it actually stays stuck in your phone. These items, here we go. Let me show you. Here's my phone. Pull him out. He'll just go in there. Boom, there we go. It's charging my phone right now, and it stays in there. That's very cool. Actually, I might leave that guy in there. My phone's about to go flat.
You need a charge there?
He
should be charged up too because I just took him. Took him on a trip. So.
I charged him up here and put him back in the box.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's good.
And so there's a little USB cable that comes with each of these right here. A little USB cable to charge them up. Very quick to charge up. Now, that's that guy for the phone, and there's a 30% coupon. Oh, now that's the next one. The one I just showed you.
They're both iWalk phones. There's two. And then there's
It shows a different photo when I click it.
Yeah. Oh, does it?
Yeah.
What's it showing?
Showing.
Oh, that's the USB-C.
That's
the third one. Well, that's the third on our carousel.
Right here.
Yep.
Push it.
Yep.
Opens up.
iWalk. Yep.
You get this. It's a
USB-C.
Weird. So it goes taken to an incorrect link.
Okay, it is. It sure is. So weird.
That was it. So here is the next one. They have them for all. Here is the USB-C. So it's a USB-C charger for tablets or Androids, Samsung's phones that require a USB-C, or tablets and handheld devices that require the USB-C. This is a USB-C charger with the cable.
Yeah, 30% off on that guy today. $25 and another 30% off. That's a crazy deal.
And then they also have one for the phone as well. So you've got one for the phone that also has your Apple Watch. So go check out the iWalk store. There's a whole lot of different items there available for
click into their store, and then they also have one for your iWatch as well. That's a really good one.
For
so
the
got
watch.
a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So click in the store and see what particular item you personally want. And you get like a good full day or a day and a half charge out of them. The other thing is you can have this plugged into your phone. See, I can have this plugged into my phone right now, like I do, as it's charging it up. And then I can put the power cord into this guy to charge him. So overnight, I could have my phone being charged and this being charged. So in the morning, I'll just pop him off, pop that over.
It's perfect for travel. Like that is perfect for travel. I just plug that in, plug my phone into one side, plug my charged the little guy up overnight while my phone and my watch was charging. It's great.
Yeah. So very handy. Very handy.
Very handy.
Very handy indeed.
Yeah. Pudgy says, I cry in my car to Love Hurts all the time. It's a great song.
Love hurts.
Love scars, love wounds, it hurts. So if we sing it, you'll probably never cry to it again.
Yeah.
Because we will not do it justice.
We will not ruin that song for you.
Yeah. And also mom says, Joanna, I think everyone has a song that makes you tear up. I think so.
Happy birthday gets me. And I'm like, I'm a year older. Yeah.
Which, by the way, happy birthday. Jamie's birthday was a couple days ago.
That's right. It was, I don't know when it was.
Sunday.
Was it Sunday?
It was Sunday.
Sunday.
Last Sunday.
The 27th.
Yeah.
Anyway, here is this MagSafe ring lock. So there's two here on the carousel. They're just different colors, but it's the same thing. And this is the MagSafe ring holder. So it's nice and flat, slip it in your pocket. If you want to use him, you can pull him out, put your finger through and have your phone stuck there. You can stretch him out. You can spin this around. It can do phone vertical. You can have your phone horizontal. It'll protect all of them. So yeah, pretty cool. Different colors, different opportunities for as a phone holder. There, pop down one, pop down two.
Cool.
That's them. So I'm not sure.
I think
they've got a discount, but there's also an additional discount coupon. Plus, there's an additional 8% when you select two items. So if you want to get one for you and one for your friend, check out what it is to put two items in the cart and see the price. So that's it. And they absolutely just click on straight away. No problem, no hassles right there. This next guy is something that I think is extraordinary. I'm super surprised. It withstands 800 pounds of force. So it's an additional door safety that you just attach to your door frame, and it'll protect you against an additional 800 pounds of force. So let's, I've got a little video here. Let's have a quick look at him and let the me from the past explain it all to you.
This is the awesome door lock. You get two of them in the kit. Thanks for sending it to us to compare and share. You also get the installation hardware with the super long screws necessary to make it super secure. It's a great design. This part here slips between your door and your door frame. And then your door cannot open until you pull this little spring-loaded part out and it spins around. The door opens normally. When you want to lock it up and make it secure, you just push this guy across. And there it is. Super, super strong, very easy to install. This is the awesome door lock. You get two of them in the kit. Thanks for sending it to us to compare and share. You also get the installation hardware with the super long screws necessary.
I couldn't see my arrow that turned the volume off. So as you can see, it goes in super easy. And the spring part, where it just, you flip it across and it instantly locks. And then to open it, you just pull that little part out. That spring is not very hard to open at all. It's like just squeezing together some dog clips, super easy to open, but giving you so much extra security in your home, in your house, wherever you put it on the door for an inward opening door. Absolutely, yes, correct. Oh, bye, awesome mum. Thanks for dropping by.
So glad to see you.
It was awesome to have you here with us for a bit.
Yeah, we've missed you. We're glad you stopped by.
Here's a couple of alarm clocks. This is the one that we have next to the bed the whole time, and it's powered by a USB cable. And what's also interesting, I can just show you right here, it goes in there and powers this. Now, also right here is a USB-C. So a USB, you can actually have a USB-C cord plugged in here into your phone. So you're going to be charging your phone via the clock if you're limited on the number of outlets. What's also very cool about this one, nice curved front, this pivots. Let's see that. Pivots front, pivots back. And the time is shone from here. So you can have it on the wall, ceiling, or other wall. And you can actually see your time shined on the roof in the middle of the night, which I love, because in the middle of the night, getting up to kind of look at the clock is more effort than just be lying on my back, open my eyes and go, oh, that's the time. Okay, I'm going to stay in bed. Or, ooh, I should get up. And here's another guy. This one doesn't have the projector aspect. Also groovy, simple to use clock, night clock, digital clock for nighttime. Now, this guy here, the first one I showed you, actually has a 44% off right now. So 44% off deal on that guy, bringing it down just to $19.99. And this fella here is $23.51 right now. Has 5 levels of brightness plus 2 different volume levels, 3 alarm tones, snooze, memory function. So you lose the power, your clock still stays on with that memory function. Same with this guy. Most of the digital clocks have that these days, where if you lose the power, you don't have to worry about not knowing what time it is, because there has a rechargeable battery in it that will keep the time going for you. So when the power does come back on, it's not showing you the time, but as soon as the power comes back on, whoop, it triggers the memory. So it keeps the batteries basically just keeping the memory up and running for you. All right. So it's those couple of alarm clocks, digital alarm clocks. I think it's really handy in the middle of the night to know what time it is.
I think it's really good, because what happens for me, I know, is that I wake up and I don't know if it's 3 a.m. or 5 a.m.
Yeah.
At 3 a.m, I might want to get a couple hours extra of sleep, but at 5 a.m, I want to get up. So if I wake up at 3 a.m. and think it's 5, I might just get up and get out of bed, and by that time, I'm like, I might have a hard time getting back to sleep. So to be able to like wake up quickly, look at the time, and like go make a decision, go back to bed. Not
to be fully awake. You don't have to fully wake up, which is the big benefit of having these digital clocks. Here's the awesome Puawi dog bowl. Get it in different colors. It actually comes with a nice little keychain here as well. This is insulated. So it's aluminum, goes up, down, over, and back around. So it looks nice and thick, but it's lightweight. It's got a rubber silicone base here, so it's non-slip. The pups aren't pushing this all over the place. And that insulated area where you've got the inside and the outside as separated by air inside with the all vacuum sealed there. This metal insulated stainless steel bowl means you put water in here, it's not going to heat up as quickly. You put your wet food in there, it's going to stay at that medium temperature for longer. You can put dry food in here. So these are the very nice bowls from Puawi. And they can come in different colors. I don't think your dog's that fussy as to what color it is. Yet you may want it to look like and match your decor. I like the white one. I think it's they've also got just the straight stainless steel color, but green, yellow, black, white. I think the white's the best. They come in 34 ounce and 68 ounce. So you've got This is the 68 ounce. So you can have a bowl that's half this size. There's this one and ones that are half this size as well. So different options there. And they're 13% off right now, down to $34.99, plus there's an additional 5% if you're going to get two, which you may do because you'll have one for your water and one for the food.
Great. This next is the Methane shower brush.
Yep.
I've already clicked it.
It's got warm, harder bristles, softer bristles. It's got a non-slip grip, and it's got a sticker here with a hook on it, so you can just stick this up in your shower or on a tile in a flat surface. And you got this brush. This is really good for dry brushing, and this is for soapy, or you can use either. A little bit harder to get a really nice deep clean, and then a gentle clean over here. Really good. You'll be able to reach any part of your body with the brush. It's only $9. It's a nice brush, nice wooden handle, 38% off, bringing it down just to $9 for you to have that opportunity.
Awesome. Shinewell. I love Shinewell. This is one of my favorite things ever. This is a belt that basically it's completely wireless. So it's got infrared here as well as massage. So really good for the tummy, really goes well. Just powered on here and it just goes right here. And these guys roll and everything. Great for the lower back, great for your tummy. Really good for females. 3
heat modes plus off, 3 vibration modes plus off. So
yep.
With the little power pack, it can keep going. That's for like warming up and heating up. Another thing is the
Susie pad.
The Susie pad right here. Nice little storage bag that you can carry it in. And inside, this is heavy. It's weighted. It's filled with clay beads, flax seeds, millet seeds. Put in the microwave, heat it up. You got a nice hot, warm pad that's weighted that you can sit on your body to help you recover. It's got this is called soft minky and silkiness here. So,
so nice.
Soft silky side this side and a fluffy side on this side. That's the
This next is from Niceful, and it's a 10 pack. And this is an alginate wound dressing. And what's interesting is it comes dry, but what happens is when your wound seeps, I guess, a little bit,
yep.
it connects with this, and it makes it's like made out of an algae, and it's this fiber here. So it's made out of this algae, and it's going to create like a gel for that wound, and that's a really nice dressing for that type of wound. So it's going to keep your wound
made from seaweed.
Yeah, so it's going to keep your wound nice and moist, and for a better healing. Yeah.
And this is from Demora. This guy here, Demora has some really great products. If you're looking for bandages, band-aids, all nicely sealed, ready to be used. And it's got an extra deep pad. So if you have a very seepy wound, a fresh wound, this is really good because it's going to absorb all that seepiness, which is the body eliminating impurities while the body heals itself. So this is going to keep the wound all breathable, waterproof, while being super absorbent to remove those contaminants out of the body as it goes.
This next thing is from Comfy Tech. Oh my God, this is so awesome. This is it's a migraine relief, headache relief hat. And it feels amazing. You're supposed to put it in the freezer, but even without putting it in the freezer, it feels really good just on its own. You slide this guy on, and you've got like your little nose piece here, and it just like blocks everything out, and it just cools everything down, and it calms everything like instantly. This is a great meditation cap. It feels so good on my head. Oh my God, it feels so cool. And even when you put it in ice, even when you put it in the freezer, it still has this real flexibility to it.
And here is the
Quinier.
The daddy, the big daddy is
the granddaddy.
Leg compression, air compression device.
It is the granddaddy.
And
I think I should demonstrate these for the next half hour.
Quiniera has all these high quality bags and storage bags for all their products, which I think is cool. So it has a high quality gauge here that that it plugs into, And it has a nice big LED display screen here, which is going to show you where it's actually working at the time. Working on the calves, the foot, the lower calf, the upper calf, the thigh. These plug, you get two, you get a left and a right, and the nice big high quality socks. Look at this. This is how deep it is. It goes all the way up for the full length of your leg. Unzippers, slip your leg in, zip him up, attach the hoses, push the button, and you've got different sequences. You've got a compression sequence. You've got a sequence. You've got a sequential sequence, circulation sequence. You've got a combination of all these different air pressures to support the massage through air compression of your lower limbs. Now, remember, the heart is the primary element for pumping blood around the body. Also, the muscles contracting and relaxing helps circulate blood around the body. So getting a massage on your lower limbs actually helps your heart and your overall health, because the blood circulating is very important for your health. The blood's like the river of life flowing around your whole body, sending hormones and chemical signatures and cellular food. So yeah, in support, massaging your legs and your whole legs with these guys, very good for your overall health and your overall well-being.
This is the Tribit Storm, and this is so cute. When you turn him on, he's like, look how cute he is. Look, he's got a little face. He's got little sideburns here. His little eyes pop open. You can turn the volume up, turn the volume down. It sounds great.
Bluetooth connects.
Bluetooth connects. This is so cute. Look at the eyes. Can you see the eyes?
Yeah. There's a $60 coupon off on those Quinia boots as well.
That's cool.
So always check, pop it into your cart, because there's also bonus coupons that are sometimes in play. So if you're interested in it, pop in your cart, make sure you click all the coupons that are there, and then pop it in your cart just to see what the end price is for you. Now, this guy also has a $20 coupon, 35% off down with a $20 coupon. It gives really good sound. It has a 30-hour playtime. Charge him up. He'll stay booming that sound out for 30 hours. And you can connect it up with the Tribit app and also adjust the EQ settings and sound and frequency and everything else with him. So yeah, that is the Groovy Sound Machine. I'll let Amy talk about these two guys.
Oh, this is from HT Vront. So the first one is basically you've got your paper that you're going to, it's basically your iron-on. So it's your iron-on paper that you're going to use to iron on your t-shirts. You get that cutting board with this, and then you can cut any design you want with any colors you want. You can get so many different H-Front colors. They've got a ton of them. And you can literally create anything you want. Anything you want.
Much like Donald Halstead. He created Following Us. This is for you.
Yeah. So and Donald, that's actually Rhonda. So thank you, Rhonda. We appreciate you. We're glad you're here. It's good to see you. Really good to see you.
Well then, Rhonda, this is for you.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. Okay. So this is from HT Vront. This is the press. What is cool about this is you've got the timer up on the top, and you just program it. So whatever time you want, you program it. You just
ouch.
It's not hot.
Ow.
But you would put it on an ironing board. I like to use an ironing board. Lay it on. Boom. Just lay it on. It's the weight of this presses it naturally, so you don't have to put your own weight on it. Press it.
It's all equal heat, which is a big part. There's equal heat because of the coil that runs all the way around the inside here. So I'm pressing, impressing. I'm impressing.
You are impressing.
Yeah. So digital display, you can control the time, you can control the heat, you can do all those aspects with it very well. And There's a $20 coupon. Make sure you click it, click those coupons, then add it to the cart to find out what is going on for you personally as far as price. Some people and it can be different for different states, which we've noticed. Sometimes there's personal things in different states. You can get a slightly different price. This is the cooling blanket. This is, we've got a king size one.
We do.
And it is nice.
Feels so good, though.
It's lightweight, it's thin, it's breathable, and it's made from bamboo. And it's cool, double-sided cooling blanket. You can get it in different colors, and it's 10% off. If you're like a hot sleeper, but you want to feel something on you, it's got a slight bit of a stretch to it too as well.
And you are a hot sleeper.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
you're
true.
hot.
Most of the time.
You're so hot when you sleep.
Yeah, when you sleep. So you could be rugged up in this little blanket, having a nice snooze, while your child is playing with this musical mat. And hashtag good luck with that. Sleeping while the kid's playing with one of these. Here, have a look at this little musical mat that Amy's got here for us.
This is a musical mat for kids, toddlers. It's pretty cool because when they step on these, it makes noises. Super cute. It comes with these little cards, and each of the cards have different instruments on them, so your kids can start learning what the different instruments are. It also comes with a little instruction book. Really super easy to use. I'd like to thank them for sending this to me to review. I love this kind of thing. I think music is a great addition for your children to learn, get them started early on hearing sounds, and they can start matching those sounds and things like that. But what's really fun about this one is you can just turn it on and off. It does not come with batteries, so it takes 3 AA batteries, and you just easily just unscrew that, and you've got to put those in. So it requires adult installation for that. And then once you have this, check it out. It's like, so when they step on the different notes, they make the different sounds, and they can start learning already. It's like a little, just like a 10-key do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Awesome. Thank you again.
Here we go.
Hello, PC Pill.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome. Yeah,
Yeah.
late night for you with the honeys. It's early night for us.
Late night for you guys over on the East Coast, I guess.
We still got to get our workout in tonight.
How's life going for you guys over there on the East Coast? Is it affected by the storms that are coming up that East Coast?
Yeah, you doing okay?
Hope you guys are doing okay.
Yeah. This next item is pretty cool. This is a mom cozy nursing bra.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just show it to you here. I put it on. I tried it on. It's so comfortable.
The material is very
It's like-
comfortable.
Like
Very soft and
this
comfortable.
material should be like all women's clothing should be this soft. I don't know what this material is. But when you're pregnant, everything hurts. Like everything hurts. So what's cool about this is you've got the bra here, but on the inside here, you have this extra kind of little strap for some extra little support here so that you can you might want to use that to hold in one of the breast pumps or something like that. But these are fantastic for that. And there's no underwire here. So it's just material. It's going to hold you really well. And it's got some thick padding in there in case you have any leakage. And you also, again, these straps. So if you want to put something in there to some extra padding in there so that you're catching the leaking, that's cool too. You can do that too. So that is the mom cozy bra, and also has some extra straps in there too to adjust the size as you get smaller or bigger or
and you can
whatever.
get it in different colors. We got the black, and you're going to get the beige. Mum Cozy as a company has done a lot of really great creations specifically for mothers, and so specifically for caring mums, mums taking care of a bunch of stuff, the woman in mind, the young mum in mind, the first-time mother in mind, all these things. Mum Cozy, go visit the Mum Cozy store, just click the Mum Cozy store link, and you're going to get a lot of really great designs. They've even won the Gold Choice Awards for mother products for some of the stuff. So this is actually a breast pump. You know, this is the single version. This is the SN9 Pro. This is a single. You can also get it in a double. So the only difference between the single pack and the double pack is exactly what you're thinking. There are 2 in the double pack. Here we go.
Joanna goes, sing song with dough. That brings us back to
Do,
re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Do, 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 do,
PC Pill said, my daughter started 3rd grade and my wife started her new job this week.
Oh, hey,
What's
congratulations.
your wife doing? Tell your wife a big congrats.
Congrats on the new job.
Yeah, Joanna goes, I can assure you everything hurts. And then she goes, wait a minute, I'm not pregnant.
So charges up in the back here, pop him on. You've got these buttons, the on-off button here, and then you've got plus and minus for the degree of suction. You can get, they've got a nipple sizer, so you can adjust the different nipples and change it up, specific to whatever your personal need or preference is in that arena. And they just like slip into the bra you're wearing, and you can walk around hands-free.
Alan said, I'm thinking of starting a social media site for chickens, but not as a full-time job, just to make hens meat.
Just to make hens meat.
Yeah.
Funny.
That is funny.
I like
that. I like that one. I do like that one. That's a good one. That's a
now,
good one.
this is a question for the people that aren't in this room. Do you know what we call chickens in Australia?
Oh. We asked this before.
I know. I want to see if anyone remembers. Do you know what we refer? What's the word we refer to chickens? We don't call them chickens.
Alan DeBay says he doesn't remember.
Lunch. Very funny.
That's funny.
I like that.
That's true.
Lunch, dinner.
Yes, and dinner.
We call it a chook.
A chook.
One is a chook, many are
chooks.
Chookins.
Chookins.
Nah.
No,
Chicken.
they're not chookins, are they?
There's chook, there's a chook, and chooks, or chickens. Chicken is plural, chook is singular.
Funny. Chook.
This,
and when we had chickens, Jamie would go out into the yard every day and he'd go, chook, 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 and call them. He'd be like, here, little chook, 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 chook. And he'd baby talk them, and he loved the chickens.
this is,
No?
this
He's
is,
ignoring me.
that's what Amy did. That's what Amy did.
That's true.
When we got 8 acres, I grew up in the country. I grew up having to collect the eggs every morning and afternoon, feed the chickens, fight back the red-bellied black snakes, plow the field, plant fruits and vegetables, let them grow.
Walk uphill both ways.
Absolutely. I mowed a lawn on a 45-degree with a lawnmower.
Both directions.
I would be pushing up like this, like I was Superman flying, and then I'd be holding it like this to come back down. Then we go up and go down and up and down. So Amy, on the other hand, her very first chicken purchase was 6 roosters and organic egg layer.
They were so pretty. The roosters were so pretty. They were so gorgeous.
So this is the baby rat mum
pretty
cow.
they were.
So it's a 2-piece. You've got this 1 piece, and then this piece here, I've already got it connected into the loops. This is the easiest way to have it when you've actually got it up and working. Drops him over.
You know you shouldn't have roosters together, right? You know you're only supposed to have one rooster. Or they fight.
Yeah. They're both trying
and
to
they fight you. So we had one that we ended up calling Mr. Nasty Britches, because he just would come at me anytime I would turn my back.
Right. So you can swaddle the baby up.
Oh, I love that. So you go this way.
This way. You cross those couple of guys. No. And then this guy up over the top, and then you pull the sleeves. And it's actually got he's a little bit. Actually got the
A little pocket.
Pocket in there.
You're a kangaroo.
So there we go.
You're like a little kangaroo.
So yeah.
Oh, we've turned Jamie into a kangaroo.
So
let's see you do. Oh, do your kangaroo with that on. Oh, pretty please. Pretty please.
If you didn't purchase 6 roosters,
Ah.
6 roosters that I had to then build a hen coop for. The thing was, Amy wanted to have a rooster. They're so pretty, the pretty ones. I want the pretty ones. I'm like, they're the roosters. You don't get eggs from the pretty ones. Mind you, this LA girl got her farming knowledge from a documentary called Snow White.
Yeah, I would just walk out and I'd go, oh, oh, oh. And then the birds would like come and land on my shoulders, and the chipmunks would run up my legs and sit on my head.
That was her image of it all. Now,
Sure.
to give us some credence here, within a couple of years, what happened, Amy did have a squirrel that would be on her shoulder and follow her around.
And I did have a wild chipmunk jump off of a tree and jump onto my leg and run up to my shoulder, and he looked at me and I looked at him, and he freaked, and like we both freaked. We both went, ah, and he jumped back off me onto the tree.
Also, Amy would walk out and go, "Who's a turkey?" And all the turkeys would go, and then she'd go, "Who's a goat?" So they would respond back to her.
Like actually, when I said, "Who's the turkey?" the turkeys would
only the turkeys, not the goats, no one else.
No, and so I did talk to the animals.
And then you'd say, "Who's an annoyed neighbor?" And Dave would go, "Can you keep it down up there?"
Yeah, who's Bob? We had a goat that would baa, and it sounded like he was screaming. She was screaming, "Bob!"
Yeah, the goat would
Bob.
go, "Bob, Bob, Bob."
Our neighbor's like, "Who the freak is Bob?"
Yeah, neighbor from two blocks over, not 2 blocks over, 2 houses, each was on 8 acres, came over and go, "Is there a Bob that lives down here?" And we're like, "No." He goes, I hear it every day. Someone yelling out for Bob. Someone calling for Bob. And then our goat went, "Bob." And he goes, "Never mind." Never mind.
We all started cracking up. We were like, "Oh my God, that's hilarious." Because we'd just gotten the goat like 3 days prior.
Yeah, don't chook with Jamie's chickens.
It was a newer, yeah, don't chook with Jamie's chicks.
Very funny, very funny. Well, guys, thanks very much for dropping in.
We always are so appreciative. We had a great interview with Henrik. He was great.
Yeah.
Check his books out. Really interesting.
The AI, the new synthetic reality in regards to digital awareness, digital systems, information, the whole lot. He's really delved into these different subjects matters. He's got 9 different books up there. He's got a podcast as well. But this is the synthetic media, the next reality. And he says it's already, some of the knowledge that he was sharing was absolutely awesome about what's possible, what's coming, and how to navigate all that. So yeah, great offer this morning, earlier on. So our show is 4 p.m. Meet the Authors on Pacific Standard Time. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
And we will be back next Wednesday at 10 a.m. for Feel Good After 50. And we are adding a new show very soon. So keep watching for announcements.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We are super excited that you came and hung out with us.
We are.
Remember, folks, it's a tough world out there for everyone. Everyone is going through their own personal struggle. They're either coming out of a struggle, in the middle of one, or about to head into one, and they're dealing with that. There is something that you can do to make the world a better place. It's very simple. Just share a smile. So when you're out and about, share a smile with a stranger, and if you're adventurous, give them a little wink.
Tag along with Amy and Jamie while we meet the authors. Right here on Amazon Live. Ask questions to win a prize from your favorite author's life. So come on, just tag along with Amy and Jamie while we meet the authors. Right here on Amazon Live. Ask questions to win a prize from your favorite author's life.
Tag along with Amy and Jamie while we meet the authors. Right here on Amazon Live. Win a prize. Favorite author's life. Tag along. What do you think? I'm a great